Yeah, I'm trying out this new feature here on StreamYard. It's a live webinar format. Obviously, I didn't get anyone to sign up for it, so I kind of want to see how it works and start this maybe a little bit of a series off as I walk through the prepbasketball.net website that is improving daily, honestly, as I get feedback. Um, you know, I love to build stuff, and especially stuff that is useful. And I think what I have right now is, in fact, a site that in its current state is at minimum useful for college coaches and for players and high school and club coaches to get connected. Specifically for players and team high school and club teams in the state of Utah, connecting with college coaches across the country. And so what I want to focus on today is what the site will look like for a college coach and how you can, as a college coach, get access to this for free. I don't want to charge the college coaches. This is primarily a tool for non-Division One coaches. Certainly, a Division One coach can use the tool. I just have a theory that you probably, if you're a Division One coach, you probably don't need this as much as a junior college, NAI, Division Two, Division Three, all NCCAA, all of the other divisions. Maybe you would want something like this in order to understand a little bit better the things that you might need to know prior to recruiting the state of Utah. So if you're watching this, I don't have to go into why Utah, why you should be recruiting Utah. But I'm gonna pull up my screen here. And this is a live look at the site currently. This isn't a PowerPoint or anything like that. So I might mess some things up, and that's fine. I am fully aware of the fact that this is still being built. But when you log in as a college coach, by the way, let me sign out here real quickly. If you don't have a login, the easiest thing to do is you can come here to prepbasketball.net and you'll see this sign up page. So you put in your name, you put in your email, create a password, and then you just click I am a college coach, and then you create your account. And when you do that, it automatically is going to sign you in. Now, if you ever forget your password, you can come here to sign in, or look, if you got an invitation, then you can sign in with a magic link, which is right here. Basically, what happens is you put in your email address, and it will send you an email with a button to click, and then that will automatically sign you in. So let me get signed in here. Use my little fingerprint. Okay. So now I'm signed in. By the way, these pop-up ads you can just clear out. They clear out pretty easily. So here I am. I'm logged in as a college coach. Now on this site, there's a lot of different things. So let's say you're trying to recruit, or you're looking at you're building out a list for the class of 2027. You can come in here. You can view my rankings. These are all subjective rankings. I've tried to build out some sort of an algorithm to in fact rank players, and that's been tough to do because data is hard. It's hard to get high school basketball player data without somebody inputting it, and if somebody is putting it in there, then that's also subjective. So you could, it's just, there's not really a single source of truth besides Max Preps, and Max Preps is pretty locked down. And so I'll kind of show you a way that I've tried to get. So let's say you're building out your board and you want to see, all right, let me look at players here in Utah, class of 2027. They are uncommitted, and let's just say they don't have any offers currently. And so you could see a list here. You've got Madden, you've got Bovo up at LCA, Malachi Tobler, Bodie Sparrow. Bodie's going to be I'm going to guess he's going to be a high major Division I football player. Okay, on down the list, right? So so you could kind of build out a list here that way, and just kind of manually do it. That's available. But over here, you can use some natural language searching. So you could say 2027 players who have no offers, and then you could search in this player search. So this is going to pull up all of the players in the list without any offers. You could say and are ranked in the top 100 in the class. If you wanted to pare down, oh, look at that. So I found an issue there. I got to update that. It should have their rankings show up. But you could come down. Let's see. Did it actually? Oh yeah. Okay. So it should be able to update that and cut it off here at 50 or 51. So what you can do is then once I clean that up, there's gonna be a little button here that says export to CSV. So you could take your search and then you could just create your own Excel file that's going to have a bunch of information about the player in the Excel file. So that is going to be one way that you can use it. You can also, if you were to look here and say, let's see, 2026 players with email contact. Let's see if this works. So if you were to look here at Jordan, so Jordan has the ability to email the player, to email the club coach. You can see that he's got a few offers here in the, looks like the NWAC, plays for Utah Valley Prime. This is a big one right here, right? First year of college availability. So essentially what Jordan is saying is, I'm going to go play in college right when I'm done with high school. He's a class of 2026 player, and he's available in 2026. You might see, if you were to come in here, you could say 2026 non-mission players. They're basically players who are saying, so right now there's been 9 players who have filled this out. So you have Moss, you have AJ, you have Solomon, Itai, Jordan, Beckham, Isaac, Enzo, and Kai. So all of these players have said, hey, I am available as soon as I'm done graduating. So they opt to fill this in for themselves. This is not something that I can obviously automate because this is a personal decision, but it's really critical here in Utah. So looking at 2027 players, Cooper, Asher, Ethan Miller, Cash Bowden, Crew, Kale. So all of these guys have said, I'm not taking a mission. I'm letting you know I'm going to be available. Now, there might be players in here who say they are, right? So if you have 2026, let's see if we've got somebody who's filled this in, or at least some people. Oh, so we've got 9 players who have said, I'm planning on taking a mission. So you've got Cooper, Callan, Aaron, Brigham, Caleb, Mason, Beckham Reese, Travis Murdoch, Adam Henderson. So they have all gone on here. They've claimed their profiles and they've said, hey, I'm planning on taking a mission, which means when you're building out your 2028 recruiting boards, this is going to stay in there. So in late 2027 or whenever you build out your 2028 recruiting boards, you can then come in here and use this site and find players who left on a mission in 2026 and who are coming back. And maybe you want to reach out and maybe you want to contact them, right? So you can see here, Cooper has his email and his text loaded. Nobody else has it on there. So you could reach out to Cooper. You can see he's got a good GPA. You can see he's got offers. He's 6'9", 215 pounds. You might be like, that looks like a great kid to bring in for our 2028 class. You can also export these 9 players to a CSV and build that out. So right now, I think that is maybe the most important thing that the site has built out. You can see here as well, Cooper's got, you can email his high school coach. You can see he just picked up another offer actually to Southwest Oregon Community College. You can see all of his social things. You can see some highlight videos. They can put their full game film in here if they've taken the SAT or ACT. Basically, the things that coaches ask me for, I've given the opportunity for players to fill this stuff out. And most of this is free for a player. So a player just needs to come in here, claim their profile, And the only thing that they can't put on is their phone number. So they can have their email address. They can't put on their phone number, and they can't reach out to college coaches. So there is a way on here for players to reach out to you. By the way, you can also come in here and I believe you can save a player to a recruiting list. I'll have to make sure that's still up and active, but if it's not on here right now, that's going to be on there. So you can actually build the recruiting list in the site. I don't think it's going to be used as much, to be honest with you. I'm guessing that most college programs or coaches have their own way, which is why I just defaulted to the CSV file. So this is, I don't know. You can let me know. Are there other ways in which you would like to use the site? I can't really embed videos to view it right in here because the storage would be too big. That's why I went with the links. I don't know. You let me know. Is there anything else that you would like to see that's going to be helpful for you? Like I said, as I'm improving this natural language AI search, I think this is going to become really, really critical for coaches to be able to use. I'm going to build this into an app on both Google and also the Apple Store, so that you don't have to necessarily log in, and you can just do everything from your phone. You can do it from your phone. You just have to go to a website and not an app. So let me know if that's going to be helpful or not. But this is just a quick tutorial on how to use the site. There's also a whole Teams thing here. So if you were to want to know, hey, I want to go look at players from TimpView, I've got their roster built in here. This is all scraped from the Deseret News page, and then also just, things that I've learned. So, talking to people who know about the 2029 class. They've got 3 really good players that are coming up. You can see their schedule and all the teams they've played and who they're going to be playing. So, and then if you were, if you wanted to click on Lincoln Holcomb's screen, that popped up in another, this would pull up right here in another page. You can see Lincoln hasn't claimed his profile, but you can see some pretty basic information about Lincoln. So anyway, that is what I got on a quick tutorial here on how to use the site. If you're a college coach, please send me an email, support@prepbasketball.net. If you are wanting to see some things improved, if you have questions, if you have problems, please go break stuff. I need people to go in and break things and then reach out to me and say, hey, this is broken. That's great. I need that. That's super helpful. A lot of the things on the site have happened because coaches said, hey, could you have this? And I said, sure, let me try to get that. So anyway, that is all I got. Hopefully this was helpful.